we start with that? Because what we've got Andrew on here for, first and foremost, is his expertise is he's going to these camps, he's following recruiting like few others. He's all over it. We will get to that in just a second. But of course, the big talk of the offseason, in addition to transfer portal and NIL and expansion and all that business, is obviously this little spat between Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher prior to the SEC coaches meetings in Destin. And then there was an article that came out. I saw it on CBS Sports. It's probably carried in a number of other platforms where Texas A&M had apparently urged the SEC to punish, penalize, discipline Nick Saban, whatever term, Andrew, you want to put on that.
Yeah, I think it kind of speaks to, what ended up happening was Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher both got reprimands for their respective sound bites, and that happened. And obviously Jimbo Fisher had the press conference, but I think it speaks to just the anger that was around that building that Thursday morning when they kind of learned of the comments, and Mark Robinson, who's in the athletic department, kind of called Jimbo Fisher and let him know, because Jimbo Fisher, as we talked about last time, isn't on Twitter, and so obviously he's not really going to see the Twitter comments, but got a call about it. And there was just a lot of anger that about what Nick Saban said, obviously, and singling out Texas A&M, but went to the SEC meetings, and I know there were plenty of people ready to talk about that at the SEC meetings, and both Nick Saban and Jimbo Fisher were a lot more toned down at the SEC meetings, and kind of both along the same things, that we need to find consistency in NIL, and need to look for solutions. And so I think they're both trying to kind of move on. They got their reprimands from Greg Sankey, and both kind of talked about heading towards the future and focusing on finding solutions rather than kind of continuing to engage in that war of words that both have had. But Jimbo Fisher said he certainly had kind of said his bit, and was ready to move on.